Hey Railfan friends, welcome back to another episode of Remford Central. In this episode I'll be showing you a couple things I've been working on and what's to come in the future. And yes, I've already set up my Christmas tree. And yes, I've put it in the train room. The first and most notable change on the layout is this backdrop I made. This is a custom backdrop that I used a printer to create. Basically the process I took was photoshopping an image, making a reverse version of it so it could have a continuation. Then I sacrificed a lot of printer ink and got this. Now, it's still kind of work in progress, as you'll see later. It's a mess on the roundhouse expansion where I have extra backdrop sheets. This is probably temporary, at least in the state it's in. I'll probably have to redo it or just buy a backdrop because, as you can tell, it's very amateur. Now I'm going to cut over here and I'll show you how I structured it because, of course, flimsy printer paper isn't going to hold itself up. So as you can see here, I just used some cardboard strips along with a very generous amount of tape just to have like a backbone to it. As you can see, I put it on the actual wooden structure of the layout just so it could hold itself up. I did kind of a photo shoot earlier using the backdrop to my advantage. But yeah, I'm not sure what the future of this backdrop contains. But that's that. You know what? I really like the Santa Fe Railroad. Just enough to put photo prints of Santa Fe all along the back wall. So, basically, I gutted an old 2014 calendar and the photos were just right and, well, here they are now. Will I do this with future calendars? Probably not. There's not enough wall space at this point for stuff like that. But I thought it really added to the theme of the train room and come on, Santa Fe. Now moving down here, as you can tell, as previously stated, the roundhouse expansion is a complete mess. But a second notable change over here is this station. So yes, you heard me right. I said a station. I got this off my friend Austin for a little idea I had. So as you might know, the Remford Central is mainly freight, along with Norfolk Southern. But I decided, what if I could fit in a station? So with the roundhouse expansion adding more layout space and more possibilities, I picked up this station, and a trade, of course. Money is very scarce these days, you know. Very expensive hobby. But back on track. It's just an old Bachman kit. I painted it. I'll probably add some more details, but nothing new. But I painted it red. It's my favorite color. It looks okay right now, but I'll probably spice it up later. But I'll put this on the layout. I'll probably have to work around some foam and all that, get it all evened out. And of course, after detailing it, and I'm deciding I'll probably have Amtrak service. Now, of course, Amtrak isn't really a thing in Kentucky unless you consider the northern areas and Ashland and all that. But I think it'd be really cool to have it in like a central Kentucky region. So one day I'll get some Amtrak equipment and have this station ready for it to serve. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's move on to something else. So I've got this new container thing for extra storage, and continuing the Santa Fe legacy over here, I have some really nice steam locomotive prints. But besides those two things, nothing is really new. I'll give you all a nice run by just to wrap this up. But yeah, so my next move, I talked about that earlier, will probably be getting some street lights installed, and of course that crossing I've talked about for probably a year now over here by the Railroad Museum and Railfan Park. So whenever I get the chance, and by chance I mean getting help because I have absolutely no electrical skills, that will come into fruition. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode of Central. I cut it out for a sign I'm trying to make. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. My name's Braden. This is TerrellTime.